Oh, fuck off. Oh my god, fuck. I think my AHL team made it. Oh my god. 66 points, damn. we had one bad season. I'm hoping there will be no other bad seasons. I'm hoping the second point leaders then. The first Giroux, Horvat, that's not surprising. Koznitz, Gerard, oh wow, Patrick, Kasha, Sprawn, yes, this is the same guys. shit! Oh shit! Oh, what play!
Huge agility. Pressure gets him before time to find somebody to step up on. He gets it done. And the lead in the series is there. For Radio, my name is James Cebulski. Thanks so much for hanging out with us in short playoff hockey. I love it.
Ooh, for bellows! Phillips, overput, the goal. That's a 2-0. Eric Jefferson is crashing every shutout. If he gets one.
I was once a client, and I had a time. Now she works, and now she works, and now I work, and now I work with the business. That's when she first told me. So fast. She doesn't have a... I just go to the company. No, we're put up. Paris looked at my chat, and she was like, "You're not famous enough to be part of LSF." But little did you know that I got onto LSF. I just want you to know.
Nice. Oh god. Mr. Studio, that season's done, but our season's just getting started for this playoff run.
I got a haircut, and then I got a hair dye. When I go back for a haircut,
This is a defensive series for sure. There'll be less goals going in. Little what? Less goals were down there. That's not good.
Wait, we have a client that got a haircut. She didn't get it. It turned out great. It did. She actually liked it. And I was a doubt. You were that? Oh, I was a girl. I watched. I watched them do it. This was before we do it. We're getting a professional, like, hair. We're going to do hair. Hair will be legit. Yeah, a legit hair. Yeah. Alright, you just let us know what type of person you got booked out for a bit, but just let us know if you're that. Yeah, we'll let you come alive. Alright, this cross there. This is what you need, man. I do need it. Oh, okay. You can play one game. I didn't know. You said it. No. Self-induced suffering 48 hours straight for no reason. Oh my God, dude. Okay, use it. Go. go up is what you're saying. Oh, the time is yeah. Yeah, so when you start something, it takes $50, right? So yeah, no, the timer goes up. Oh my god! Where's the timer? You're a liar! There's an app? Where's the timer? I never lied. Oh, Dave lying. Dave lying. No, it's just kind of a fucking because I thought you were better than that. There's someone just keep it 5. How much did that increase the timer? Oh man, I'm definitely doing 48 hours.
That's sweet. The Americans are up next. Charge back is to continue.
Yeah, we've always felt like the cat one.
How would they get the cat? What?
I wouldn't even think that, so you think he's big cats are awesome.
Little ghosts ain't fucking on the wall. They're not bad eagles.
That's exciting. First game with a 49.
Come here.
Leslie and I saw Mark Rober and neither of us said hi to him. Yeah. This is so cool.
Jack, please scores, Gary Bill.
Oh, I have a list of all the people that were there. There's too many. It's too long of a list. The Try Guys. Try Guys were there. That's
cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like the Try Guys.
We met Ian Headcons from Mon. And oh yeah, Brooke Monk was there. It was so crazy. I was the people I met. I was like, oh, what's your Twitter? A lot of people do Twitter. All of them are connected to Instagram. it's like not like oh, political realm. I forgot the channel, but I meant like these movies that is run and is successful, silent, complete, outside, the movie like this, is that the animal. That everything feels like a whole world, but like in reality, it's so that knows nothing about it. Yeah, everything in the future, that's what a watching looks like. And they like so fast and stuff, but they're like, wow, listen to this. Listen to this. Like, talking on each other's shoulders and stuff like this. And I'm like, God, that's great. So crazy. Met
types have a very special place in my heart. Ranging all the way from venomous animals to big piles of goo, these guys are far from garbage. Well, okay, except for my favorite poison type, which is literally a heaping pile of garbage. But a lot of the potential encounters in this run are amazing Pokemon. Let me get your all-time favorite poison type down in the comments below. And we're going to need good Pokemon since the hardcore knows on Blue Team that any Pokemon that makes big repeats again. I just want to understand that the only one will match the next player's highest level Pokemon. And of course, only test the first poison type encounter we find in any area. So join me as I investigate a Pokemon live hardcore knows on this Blue Poison Time. And one worse way to start off the run of my personal secret time of the day, getting out my pajamas. Huh? A letter from me? What can it be? A love letter? Excuse me, what now? Either way, our real journey starts when we venture on into the forest and find our first encounter, a Weedle, which I named Mimosa. And soon after its capture, it evolves into a Kakuna, and at level 10, a Beedrill, which is an insanely terrifying creature, and it's also the only poison type we can get before taking on the first gym versus Viola and her bug types. And if you know anything about Beedrill, you might know that the only move we can use against this gym is pretty much Fury Attack. And while that might be totally sufficient to deal with Surskit, Vivillon is a different story. This thing can both raise its defense with Harden and do damage over time to us with Infestation. So knowing it was going to do 5 HP of passive damage every turn, I went for Focus Energy to hope for some miracles. However, my first Fury Attack, my luck fell short and I only got the minimum hits of 2 and no critical hits. After that infuriating display of misfortune, Vivillon goes for Harden, which means that our non-critical hits are going to be doing pitiful damage. But out of my 4 hits, 3 of them end up being critical hits, leaving Vivillon in the red. The next turn, Infestation leaves me at 2 HP, which means the passive damage would take me out, but a critical hit knocks out the Vivillon. A little too close to be the first gym. After attaining our very first gym badge, I encounter a wild Budu, which I capture and name Margarita. After which we move on to Olivio City. By the way, did your mom happen to get the married like that? Wait, Sycamore's the one getting my ghost walk away from me. Oh, this curious what's going on, but we should probably stay out of it. And the way we were the stepfather, Sycamore obviously can't have brothers like Acoustic Bulbasaur, which is pretty cool. Okay, fine, this is the whole point. I need my Bulbasaur video and move back to Olivio City to capture myself a trophy. I give it my time, and shortly thereafter, Olivio evolves into Ivysaur, and I capture myself second free to the Renegade. Don't try to sleep in the king's bed, it's illegal. Okay, I've just about had it with these puns. We think you're dealing with this guy for I then go ahead and capture Screwdriver the Crow Dunk and Aviation the Zubat.
Wowzers, I just saw a fish Pokemon hiding behind that rock.
Why are you looking at fish when you can look at the bubbles? Then while getting to the level cap of the next gym, our team gets massively powered up as Venipede evolves into Warmapede, Banu into Roselia, and Zubat into Golbat. Which means it's finally time for our second gym challenge versus Grant and its rock types. Now, Grant can be a real headache in mono-type runs, and Amora's takedown is not something I want to deal with, so I decide to risk the sleep powder and put it to sleep. This means that I can safely set up a sword stance and take out the Amora with a +2 Razor Leaf. However, our troubles are not over yet as Tyrant is next, and I go for a Razor Leaf, which actually gets a crit and does a ton of damage, but the Tyrant lowers my speed with Rock Tomb. It then outspeeds and gets the flinch with Bite, which means I have to switch out of Mojito into Screwdriver. I get hit by a Bite on the switch, and then retaliate with a Bulldoze to take out the Tyrant and claim the second gym badge. Check it out, I never drop the balls. Buddy, if you want to sound like me, a couple of those balls are going to have to drop at some point. Moving on, we head for Reflection Cave, where after defeating this unsuspecting couple, Golbat's friendship reaches a high enough level where it evolves into Crobat. Not only that, Sangria evolves into Scolipede, and this thing has got to have the funniest running animation ever. Just look at it go. Oh my heart, why did they ever get rid of the PSX? And listen, skeptics, I hear you saying Scolipede isn't that good, but just to hammer home just how awesome this guy is, I totally just swept through Serena, no problem. Why is he so unafraid, though? Either way, our next big opponent is Karina and her fighting types. But since her Mienfoo does pitiful damage to Sangria, I can set up a couple of sword stances and then immediately swap out into Aviation with Baton Pass. And since this is just the third gym, Crobat is an insane Pokemon to have. With +4, we can easily sweep through Karina's entire team without a problem.
How could it be?
Also, just take a look at how silly she looks in this helmet. Okay, fair point. Helmets are awesome. You should always wear one. Moving on, as if our team wasn't overpowered enough, I encounter a Nidorino as I realize I can get an encounter before Reflection Cave. I immediately slap that thing with a Moonstone and evolve it into what's probably the most powerful Pokemon of the run, Nidoking, which I name Manhattan. Then on my way, I pick up the leftovers and a shiny stone for Roselia, as I skip along in my Skiddo, avoiding every trainer in sight. Well, if it isn't a traveling trainer, it must be terrible walking all over the place like that. Yeah, walking. That thing that I do all the time. Arriving in Combring City, it's time to take on Ramos, who I keep calling the most forgettable gym leader, but then again, he is the most memed on the channel. Tell you what he's never been, though, and that's difficult. Crobat just absolutely destroys this man's team with acrobatics. You can't take things too quickly. Well, shut up, Buckman. Huh, wonder who's dumb enough to leave their power plant pass out in the desert like this. Oh, where's my power plant pass? And the answer is Team Player. That's always who's dumb enough. Either way, you take on the rest of the dudes at the power plant.
This isn't even anything. My timer is unscathed. Good thing I recognize the Universal Unscathed 5 position. Moving on back to Ludio City. I try my luck at that swimmer matchmaking service. I'm sorry, you didn't get a match.
I mean, I know I can't swim, but are you kidding me? Are you fucking...
There's where I should go. And then there's where the alleys lead.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they lead to anything but trouble, madam. Okay, how did this museum know that I love boats? Beautiful. Ah, you've got a good eye to appreciate the battle frontier. Embarrassing. You're right, it is pretty embarrassing that it hasn't been back since Gen 4. Ah, they call this one Miss Univa, I see. Anyway, after a lot of messing around, I made my preparations for the gym, and Croagunk evolved into Toxicroak and an Ivysaur into Venusaur. And while facing Clemont, I realized that I made a pretty big mistake. I only leveled up Manhattan since it's the only Pokemon I thought I'd need to use, but I mixed up Clemont's and Valerie's level caps, which means that I broke one of the sacred rules of the Hardcore Nuzlocke, which we cannot have. But here's the thing, I expect Nidoking would have done the exact same thing at level 37, so I'm going to do the only appropriate thing and release the king. Now that we don't have the king with us anymore, we need a worthy replacement, so I evolved Golden into Swalot. And I wonder why it's called that. Oh, what? Serena on Route 14, which is the first fight against her, which has a fully evolved starter. I start the fight out by putting her Meowstic to sleep and destroying it with a couple of steamrollers. But I take Chespin at the beginning, which means that Serena has a Delphox. Now,
Now there's nothing on my team that can take out this Delphox, so I decided to swap out into Crobat, hoping that I could maybe take it out in one shot with acrobatics, but of course that's not the case. And in hindsight, it would have been so much better to sack someone like Beedrill who can actually take the Mystical Fire here and take out the Delphox with a pin missile, because losing Crobat is so detrimental. In the end, the Astral Crobat could give me any trouble, but that is such a huge loss. Our Repo team did all that news because you get our next encounter, and this is one of several. I end up catching myself a stupid and a moment
Oh my god, we get the first pick. That is funny.
And since I came with a team full of poison types, you can get to this very time user wasn't too happy about it. Anyway, the plan was simple. Set up a few sword stances and double bulldoze them all out, and poison jab my way to sweet, sweet victory. Valerie never stood a chance, but we of course did that ever since we started the round. Watch out, Junior's coming through. And just like a Junior versus myself, I move up to the Lost Hotel and find my next encounter like rubbish. And this little guy's strategy is very special to me. I hear your future security. Where? Yeah, future looking like an idiot, man. Anyway, now we need some better Pokemon on the team. I try to talk to practice on the Rogelia and it always I try to find differences between them. When things are different, I try to find similarities. For example, how many similarities do you think Tango and Optum share with each other? Well, I can't think of much except for the fact that they both suck. Both were seriously dreadful and big, so I just drove to Twitter. Finally, started to explain it. Wait a minute, we're going to join if it did good. The time has finally come for us to take on the 7th Jimmy to Olivia. Now, since she's using second guys and I'm using poison types, I'm technically giving her a shot at not being the most forgettable gym leader in college as of right now. But you may remember the Drapion as a boost to this dark type of sick typing. And since Dark is immune to psychics, you can touch me with anything except for this air slash, so hoping it would flinch, I went for my third sword stance, which meant I could just sweep through his entire team. And here I was kind of running this fight in case I didn't get Drapion, but here we are, and in the end, this fight was a piece of cake. I mean, seriously, and I mean this sincerely, if you guys can name a more forgettable gym leader than Olympia in the comments, I dare you. Moving on in the story, however, we take on Lysander and take on it 3 times in this story, and the first time I'm still without liking this, so I'm not gonna have to shit yet. I'm just for relaxing breathing exercises and battles. Yeah, well, in that case, maybe you should try out the yoga instead of terrorism. I can see your mind is unstable, so that's nice. Do I? Now, this fight against the Rosa is normally no problem whatsoever, but this time it gives me a real headache. She starts out with an extra, and I just think the finds out the useful things that just pass on the contact and make this possible, but I get paralyzed the first time. Then knowing I can survive one non-crit flamethrower, I want to pass my boost, but I get fully paralyzed, so I have to hard switch out of the screwdriver. The flamethrower doesn't do too much on the switch, but the next turn I get immediately paralyzed, and a bulldoze doesn't even do half of this thing. A Thunderbolt hits me really hard, and then of course I get fully paralyzed again, so I have to swap screwdriver out on Rita. And Rita's really left the perfect switch in here, so the Thunderbolt does nothing, and I can outspeed and take out the next with a big ring. So now we've got really compromised team members. I can get those up for an axe pressure against a defense boost. And you know, axe pressure gives you a plus control random stat, and it goes for it again, and gets plus defense. I know that it's swapping the play very quickly because of a watching paralysis, but after just a few turns, she suffers 3 HP, and I have to swap out again. So I go ahead and swap it into the so it takes an extra OK, and then I just double this foot and this sword stance. Not that I would have done it again whatsoever anyway, and we have to sacrifice the Mosa. But the sacrifice won't be in vain since we'll be able to get up a lead before going down into the back. I'm then forced to swap out, and I luckily get a free switch into Margarita as the Drapion gets paralyzed. I go for a deep play, which barely does any damage at all, and the Pussy Jack gets me down into the bed, and I get it down so low before I have to go down to the next move, which means we lost 2 Pokemon to this stupid Drapion. Fortunately, though, since it's paralyzed, we can send out a Pokemon Drapion and take it out with a clutch. Active Raptors and a stupid now there are rosters that severely cut down. I decided to level up Charlie and look up all the students of the I also encounter a couple of team members in old-fashioned and kind of cool like an Apple team with Squirrel. And just to make sure that the next fight, which happens to be Lysander, and hopefully it's a 10 and really out of here. Before I do it, protect it. Dude, you are trying to destroy the Earth. You fools, you don't even have suits. No, I'm wearing my pajamas, of course. Anyway, next up is the final fight against Lysander, who's pretty much just become a valid decided to swap out mid old-fashioned and take the fire blast very well effect, use special defense, and then take it out with a sun. This means the Lysander only has Launch Pro and Gyarados left, and Launch Pro comes out, which I can take out with a couple of dazzling moves, only having to take a Night Slash in the process. But this presents us with a huge problem, since the Gyarados has both Earthquake and Dragon Dance. I don't want it to set up on me, and I can't take an Earthquake off pretty much anything, so I decide to stay in and just go for the Dazzling move and get as much damage as possible. This, of course, means that I'm going to get absolutely demolished by an Earthquake, but at least we get to turn it into Venusaur, and next of all, with all of those Venusaur lovers out there who I have mentioned in my rest videos, Venusaur being faster and stronger than Gyarados can take it out in one Petal Dance, and that's it for Lysander, which means that so far we've got through this bunch of only 5 deaths. Now I know what you're thinking, 5 deaths is kind of a lot for this point of the game, but the forces I've had some very weaknesses, namely ground and psychic, which are pretty strong and probably types in the game. So I'm pretty happy with what we're doing, and I'm very happy that we're able to sneak over my friends. Lysander with this game, right? I thought Lysander was bigger. You know that guy kind of destroyed the enemy, right? I don't know why they're really lose in that scenario. Anyway, it's time for us to face off against the final 2 battle versus Wolfbreak and his Ice Tides. And after setting up a few ways of toxic fights, I kind of set up as many switch stations as I can, but a boss says gets the Gyarados with an Ice Beam, so a Frost moves it, takes it out. Then comes the special Snowflake, and expecting to be outsped, I swap out into 20 times, takes an Ice Beam very well. However, the only thing my kind does is switch to the Snowflake, and I swap out his Screwdriver to take an Ice Beam. I then get another Ice Beam, and very well if I hit him with a wrench and take it out. Avalugg is next, and with that massive defense, I can't take it out in one hit. I'm at such low health that I walk in the same for you to take an Avalanche. The next turn, I go for the Boost Dance to see if I can actually pass anything to another Pokemon, but it started going for the curve. I go for the Tongue Pass, but I pretty much hit it in parts with his here since I'm swapping into Apple Team. Don't get any of those attacks whatsoever. I'm just trying to get as much damage as possible on this thing, and unfortunately, Apple Team has to go down in the process. I figured we're not going to need it too much of the enemy battles before the Elite Four, more than the Elite Four itself, so I go ahead and stack it so we can get the final gym badge and move on to Victory Road. I can see the huge technology now. You must have needed a lot of experience such a journey too. And so after a not too traumatizing trip through Victory Road, it's time to take on the first Elite Four member, Seabold, and his water types. He starts out with Clawitzer, and I figure there's only one to beat this guy. I can tank exactly one hit from Clawitzer with Sangria, so I decide to set up an agility and pass it on over to Venusaur. That speed boost is going to be incredibly important. We can of course outspeed this Clawitzer and just take it out with a Petal Dance, but the turn after that, I'm going to able to outspeed Starmie and take it out as well, which is huge since Psychic isn't really something I want to deal with. Now look, I can take at least one hit. I decided to just chance the confusion here, and I actually managed to get off a sleep power on the Gyarados, so I can swap in my Drapion, who I toss other things with a movie run. Now look, Gyarados is an absolute monster, so getting through that confusion and getting off the sleep is so huge for this run. I could have lost several Pokemon to this thing, but no, we just take it out with a couple of other things. Finally, single first Pokemon is a Barbarical, which gives me experience that goes to a Shell Smash, but just gives me a Stimulate, so I can take it out the next turn with a Petal Dance. Now that we've defeated the first Elite Four member, it's time to decide which one to face next, and honestly, they're all huge threats. Malva's probably the biggest threat, so I decided to tackle Whisper next. Whisper is, of course, going to be kind of tricky since the man specializes in Steel type and 7-9 Poison types. Fortunately, though, the big things with the Clash Beat is just an acid to be set up on, and knowing that it's got Torment in the back, I decided to alternate it with Agility and Sword Stance to get as many moves as possible. I end up going for 2 Sword Stances and 1 Agility, and then testing on my boost with Venusaur, which might seem really strange since it's a special attack. On the switch in, I get it at a flash cannon, and I'm just spraying and I don't get a special defense drop as it then gets into a Torment, and I take it out with a full whip. Prototype is next, and a big problem with this thing is that it has 30, so I have to push this to the first turn so that I can go for a weak seat, just break the 30, and then just hit it out with a bulldozer. But Prototype is just a premonition. Since Scizor is a real problem, I managed to put it to sleep the first turn, and then rock it with a bulldozer, which does quite a lot of damage as it then wakes up and goes for Iron Man. I then go ahead and put it to sleep and just in case we get a low roll on the bulldoze, but we manage to take it out, and finally we get to deal with AP Slash. Expecting to keep shield, I go for a weak seat the first time, and the next turn I fix my sweet powder and then hits me hard with an iron head. But in attack mode, AP Slash stands no chance that we can take it out with a bulldoze, and if you guys ever seen a physical Venusaur sweep against the steel type user, because that may have been a first. Start up his Malva, the hot reporter, starts out with Pyroar, and I go to Screwdriver. The very first killing that Pyroar hits me with a Melva Lure as I go for Power Punch, and not only boosts my attack factor neutral, but the bit of damage. I think it unfortunately doesn't get the burn as I hit it with a concept to get some residual damage. I go for Protect, not only to rack up more damage, but I see that it's going to go for quick attack, so I can easily get a free switch into Bloody Mary. The next turn, it goes for a Clear Bridge, which does about half of my health as I hit back for the Thunder Tank, finally taking out the Talon Flame. That may be the great level problem, but the real issue is the next one, Torkoal. I swap Breakdown out of the Bone Damage. You might think it's a really strange choice since Torkoal is a fire type, but it goes for Curse, which is exactly what I don't want it to do, but I immediately put it to sleep with Sleep Power. I then hit it with Weak Seed for that residual damage and try to chip away a little bit with Bulldoze, but it's doing nothing, and I'm only doing so much to Torpedo, so I can put the Torkoal back to sleep once again. I think for Bulldoze, and the combination of that and Weak Seed gets the Torkoal so low, but the next turn, Malva goes for Full Restore, which undoes all of my hard work. Full Restore does not get rid of Weak Seed, so that's at least something, but eventually I managed to get the Torkoal low enough again, but it's and going for Bulldoze and waiting that turn, and finally it goes down to a Weak Seed, and then decide to risk it to get the risk it versus capable of put it to sleep. If I would have missed there, that's like a guaranteed KO with Flamethrower. I think it's now for a while to figure out what I was doing, so just play here, I was going for Bulldozer, since she doesn't have any Full Restore flash, but she wakes up and goes for a huge trade instead of Flamethrower, so I swap out to Mudslide. Mudslide can take a Flamethrower, but the problem is that I only have Gunshot, which is 80% accuracy, so I end up hitting it and taking out Malva, and that's what I call taking out the drag. Finally, we got one more remember face, and it's probably the most annoying one, Dragza. Dragon types are probably the most overpowered type in the game, except for maybe fairy types, and the only saving grace here is that Dragza doesn't have any of the good ones. Anyway, I start off the fight by going for a Bulldoze, which does just 5 half, so I hit a little Power Punch and take her out with a third Bulldoze. Next up is probably your biggest threat, Noivern. Knowing the Screwdriver would become a rank delicacy if hit by an Air Slash, I decided to swap into my tie, who also has to take a Dragon Pulse after which Citrus Berry is activated to bring it back over half health and Toxic. This means that I can take another Dragon Pulse and fire back with a Sludge Bomb for about a quarter damage. I then decided to preserve my tie, so I swap out into Graveyard Rift and take the Air Slash. The following turn though, I get hit by a Dragon Pulse down to just 11 HP, and I can fire back with a Crunch for the KO in combination with the Poison. This means that Dragza still has Altaria and Renegon left, which are both incredibly annoying Pokemon to deal with. I swap it from Zero to a Dragon Pulse just to be able to put the Altaria to sleep, but Dragza does something I didn't expect at all and swaps out right away with Renegon as I go for a Leaf Seed. Now this in and of itself isn't really the end of the world, since Renegon is the one I'm more worried about, and I can put it to sleep right away the next turn and start rolling his speed with a couple of Bulldoze. Unfortunately, Renegon then wakes up as Humbly loves to do and Dragon Tails me out into Mudslide. Full Restore, which once again does not get rid of Leech Seed, so I can just set up a Toxic here and then swap out into Sangria. Scolding is funny enough the Pokemon with the highest speed sets on my team, so I Mega Dragon Tail very well, and I have to swap out his Screwdriver as soon as it gets swapped in. A Mudslide avoids the Dragon Tail and can take out the track once again, which means we only have to deal with Altaria, and this thing was a super annoying stall to deal with. I replaced it with Garboder, and then swap out into Venusaur as I get pulled to sleep with Sting and proceed to stay asleep for 3 whole turns. Eventually, however, after 3 sleep turns pass, Dragza goes for a Full Restore, which gets rid of my poison, but I manage to wake up and go for a Leaf Seed, so we still have some residual damage. Since this thing only has Moon Blast and Dragon Ball finishing it, I decided to swap out into Sangria, who tank those hits fairly well, and eventually I take enough damage where I swap into Dojo and only tank 1 Dragon Pulse, after which Altaria's load up health for Leech Seed seals the deal. Oh dear me, that sure was a quick battle. No, that was the longest one of the run. What the? Anyway, we managed to make it through the Elite Four without a single death, and we came on the final challenge of the run, Diantha. And here's the thing, it doesn't really have anything that can hit Sangria very hard, because Flying Crest doubles up as a fighting type move, so it's only neutral against bug types. So Sangria actually resists every single move that this thing has, and can set up a few free sword stances and agilities, and then pass them on over to Mudslide. And
this is exactly where I wanted to be to show off exactly how powerful Darth Vader is. Now, unfortunately, I only have 3 gunk shots left, and I used up one to get rid of the Halusha, and it doesn't even take out Tyrantrum, but fortunately, it just takes itself out with a head smash. And then by some miracle, I hit my 5th gunk shot versus the Auroras, even though statistically, I should have missed 1. And since I was out of gunk shots, I figured it was time to go out with a bang and take Gudra with me. Oh, much like you beautiful, beautiful creature, you did your duty for the team, and now it's gonna be time for Sangria to pick up where you left off. I set up a couple of more stances as the Gorgeist goes for a Phantom Force, so I decided this is the perfect opportunity to baton pass out into Dravion. The Phantom Force hits me for a whopping 17 damage as I hit back with a Poison Jab to take out the Gorgeist, which means we're only left with Gardevoir. It does end up tracing the battle armor, which means I can't get crits on it, but that really shouldn't be a problem since I'm +4 attack, and I even outspeed, taking it out for the victory. And so that's how I did it. That's how I beat a Pokemon Y hardcore Nuzlocke using only poison types. And you guys know what to do. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this video and how I probably killed your favorite Pokemon. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Favorite coffee is always fresh, and it's the perfect coffee break.
Let's play in the practice game. Remember?
The practice game. You're the best. You're the best.
It happens all the time. This happens all the time.
What do you think?
What is it?